Should Ava DuVernay reboot the character of Steppenwolf for her New Gods movie? Or should she just not have him in there because, Steppenwolf has all this bad juju with him associated with, the theatrical cut of Justice League, and have that be the one New God she just doesn't touch in her New Gods movie? I think that, it's going to be an interesting, tricky situation for her and Tom King, maybe. Especially if the Snyder Cut is released, right? Zack Snyder's going to have all of his versions of Steppenwolf and Darkseid and other New Gods. I haven't, there have been a lot of, articles and stuff and rumors about people who've said the Snyder Cut has this, this, and this in it. I haven't read all that or watched all those videos, so I don't know what all the Snyder Cut's supposed to have in it. I'm trying to keep myself mostly blind, just blind to it until I actually see it. So I'm surprised if it ever gets released. But, he's supposed to be having some New Gods in there. And we already saw some New Gods in the theatrical, or at least one of them, in the theatrical cut of Justice League. So, does Ava DuVernay completely chuck all that and do what she wants? Or does she, try to integrate it? And if she does change it and make it new, is it going to have the stink of the theatrical failure, the failure of the Justice League theatrical cut? Is that going to hurt her movie? She's going to, if she says Steppenwolf's in my movie, people are going to be like, oh yeah, Steppenwolf. Wasn't he in that Justice League movie I didn't like? So I think, there are some question marks and conundrums for her and Tom King, at least in my opinion. I think that if she wants to do her own thing with the New Gods, she just needs to reboot it if she wants to, and do it with confidence. And just come out and say, my New Gods and, my new Genesis, my Apocalypse, my Steppenwolf, my Darkseid is different from the one that you saw in the theatrical cut, Joss Whedon's Justice League, or, whatever was in there or referenced in there. Darkseid did not appear in Joss Whedon's Justice League, but he was mentioned. I think Steppenwolf said his name. But she can just come out and straight up say, my movie has nothing to do with that. If it indeed doesn't, and just start fresh. Boom. This is my Steppenwolf. This is my Darkseid. This is my Granny Goodness, whatever. And forget all of that other stuff. And I think that's the case. That'll be fine for her. But if Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut comes out and he has all these New Gods in there, and people really, really like that movie, that I think could create some problems for her and Tom King. Because it would just be confusing, or there'd be comparisons, right? Like your New Gods, your Darkseid, your Steppenwolf's not as good as the one that was Zack Snyder had in the Snyder Cut. So I don't know. Because if the Snyder Cut's a huge hit, is that going to be a version of DCEU people are want to put behind, or are they going to want to keep it and continue it? I think that she should still do her own thing if Warner Brothers wants her to, and if they're indeed pivoting forward and leaving the Snyderverse behind. Just try to release do whatever kind of PR marketing magic you can to make people understand that, Ava DuVernay's New Gods is not the Snyder Cut or the theatrical cut of Justice League and has nothing to do with it. Or maybe they'll incorporate some elements, right? They'll do some kind of reboot in Flashpoint or rumored in Wonder Woman 1984 and cherry pick. These are some elements of the Snyderverse we're keeping, but the others, we're going to push it aside, right? So I do think that, the weird, discombobulated nature of the DCEU can create problems for movies going forward, like New Gods. A movie that, has elements that were firmly established in the Snyderverse that they're going to have to do again, and probably do it in a different way without people scratching their heads who don't understand in the general public. Why is this not like the one I just saw? I mean, I didn't like what I saw before, but, this is different from that? I don't get it. I do think that there might be some problems coming up ahead for the New Gods movie. Not, they have nothing to do with the quality of the movie. The movie could be great, but just logistical problems. But what do you think? Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.